Okay, you've successfully logged in and entered your new company information. We're now in the main working page. We're going to look at, before we start entering any transactions, is looking at our setup codes. First thing we want to look at is the accounts or the chart of accounts that has already been set up for us. Selecting accounts, you'll see a whole list of these. Now, every piece of accounting software is slightly different in the way how they order this, but they will have them in the categories. So we've got income here, which is our revenues. We've got our expenses. Then we have our assets. We have our liabilities, and then we have our equity account. Now, last lesson we looked at with owner's equity. There are only two accounts that we're going to be looking at in this course, and that are capital and drawings. Remember, capital is when the owner is putting money into the business or assets into the business, and drawings when the owner withdraws any cash or assets out of the business. Now, let's say I don't want to use the word issued capital. I actually want to use the word capital. If I click on issued capital, I can edit the account. Just like that, and clicking on save. I'm not changing anything other than the name. Now, it still stays on that one page. If I go back up here and click on account list, I come back to the chart of accounts. And that's how we change a name. So I'm going to look for my bank account. So it'll be an asset. I've got cash on hand. I want to change that to cash at bank. There it is. It's still an asset, still true. We're not changing any of those. And selecting save. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the expenses. Now, I could either scroll through there or I could go Control F and look for telephone. Now I see a down there, but I don't actually have a telephone account. So a telephone account is an expense because it's an ongoing payment for the business. So I'm going to click on New Account, and it's not going to be an asset, it's going to be an expense, and I'm going to type in telephone. Now, because I didn't give it an ID, it automatically gave it an ID number for me. If I go back to my account list, I go Control F and I look for the phone, I'll actually see that now in my expenses accounts. So that's how we edit and add new accounts. Now, you would have to do this with each exercise you're doing just to make sure that you're modifying some of the accounts for the question that you're doing.